Hi there, and welcome to my video review of the ViewSonic ViewPad 7. My overall impression of this tablet is that it's very responsive, very snappy. I really like the haptic feedback when you're inputting characters. The swipe keyboard is installed as the default and only keyboard. I got this for a really low price, $215 on eBay. I like this tablet. I don't love it. It does have GPS, compass, front camera here as well as one on the back, stereo speakers on either side, and you can use this as a big phone. But because of the limited memory and it doesn't really do any one feature very well, that knocks down at least 1 or 2 notches. There's a slot for the SIM card on the top here, and it's also the same place where you put the micro SD card. There's a lack of internal memory, which is a potential deal breaker for some people. Because of this, you have to use the App2SD, which allows you to move applications onto the micro SD card, and that's important. You only get about 200 megabytes, which is a limitation found on some other Android operated devices like the Nexus 1. So I'm going to look at the browser now, and I'm going to compare this with the Samsung Galaxy Tab 7-inch, also running the browser. And so we compare the two. I'm going to zoom out here a little bit, and you can kind of see the Samsung Galaxy Tab is running Gingerbread, so it's smoother. This one is not quite as smooth. It's a little choppier, not as responsive, and as you can see, there's no flash available with this tablet, and which is it's a big deal, but it's not a big deal. I mean, it hasn't stopped anybody from buying an iPad, but just to let you know, there's no flash. This tablet is running Froyo, so if you're familiar with Froyo, it's not that responsive to begin with compared to Gingerbread, which is super responsive. And as you can see, the colors just a little bit not quite as nice on this tablet as they are on the Galaxy Tab. One thing I appreciate about this browser is that the bar on the top is minimized as opposed to Dolphin or Myron, where the bar is a little bigger on the top. One thing I don't like is that you have to hit 2 buttons in order to move forward in the browser, but then again, you can use any browser you want, and the other ones do a much better job there as far as the navigation. I'm going to talk about the other apps here. It's mostly standard apps. I've got you know, the calendar, the notepad. This comes with ThinkOffice, which is good. This is the documents to go right here. And the stock Android apps work as you would expect, like the stock Android apps. I've got a few games and things on here. One thing I'm going to go ahead and try to highlight the lack of processing power. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the GPS here on. So this is a really cool app that I like to use sometimes during nighttime, and it doesn't work very quickly. It's not very responsive very well. It looks really choppy compared to the Samsung Galaxy Tab or even the Nexus 1 phone. And so that's one example. Another example is the Fireflies live wallpaper. As you can see, the live wallpaper does work. Unfortunately, only the simple ones work, as I don't know if you can tell or not, but I mean, these Fireflies are supposed to be zipping along, and they're actually moving pretty slow right now. It doesn't look very nice. But this live wallpaper with the waves crossing actually looks pretty good, so kind of a minus there. I'm going to go ahead and show you the video now. Video is actually not too bad. I use Xylosoft to DVD to iPad converter, or to iPod converter, and I'll go ahead and let you watch this. That works pretty good. Got some other movies on here. These movies are in pretty low resolution. I believe the resolution on this one is 800 by 400. Don't quote me on that, which is a lot. Which is it's not very good compared to a Galaxy Tab, which is much better. But it does work, and so just to let you know, the speakers are decent. I'm gonna go ahead and I can play some music here for you. And personally, so compared to the Galaxy Tab, I think these speakers sound kind of tinny, kind of harsh, and not as full. But then again, you know, they're pretty loud and they work. They're effective, so I'm not going to complain too much. One thing I like about the pictures, the gallery, is that you've got this neat little preview feature, and I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. So basically, you can pull like this, and you can get a feel for what's in this folder, which is kind of neat. And of course you can see pictures, and the quality is not too bad. So you can use any of these as your wallpaper, or you can use it as a slideshow. Let's go ahead and tap it, and there's the slideshow, which is pretty stock Android. I'm going to go ahead and demo YouTube. Show a YouTube demo. So I go ahead and
Mondays by Bravo, see what it takes to be Dallas's most eligible. I've got a view that's a panty dropper.
Are we the most eligible group in Dallas? Without a doubt.
Bravo's new series, Most Eligible Dallas, premieres Monday, August 15th at 10, 9 Central. Only by Bravo.
So the Wi-Fi on this unit works pretty well. I'm getting a pretty strong signal, pretty close to the max. One thing I have to say about the case, this tablet comes with a case. It's a vinyl case. It's not very good. It feels cheap. It feels plasticky. And there's a little folder slot here to put cards or money or whatever, which is kind of nice. And this is actually designed to be used in a certain way. I'm going to go ahead and try to show it to you here. So this is the power cord, and a lot of people complain that the power cord gets in the way of browsing, and it does. But if you use it on an easel like I was just using it here, it's actually not that big of a deal. You can just sit it there, which is what I use sometimes. But this, I have to remove this. This actually has the ability to sit like so. And actually this tablet is designed to be used at this angle or at this angle. It's kind of low. I usually use it here. And this is the optimal angle. If you can view it from here and it's okay. But this is really the best angle to view it at. And I think the other reviews make a way too big of a deal about the viewing angle. I think it's just fine. One thing I should note, the last thing, is that this is the landscape mode, and it will not work in the opposite direction. If you're using the browser, the portrait mode will adjust, so it doesn't matter whether you're looking at it one way or the other. But if you want to look at it in landscape, it's either this way or... So that's my video review, and I hope you learned something about this tablet, and hope it helps you to make a more informed decision if you decide to buy this tablet.